Let's talk about the futur simple in French. The futur simple is the future tense in French. Now, in order for something to be a tense in grammar terms, it means that you are taking the infinitive, the verb, and you are changing it somehow in order to indicate a different time frame or mood. We have already talked about the futur proche. The future proche is not a verb tense. It is actually a two-verb sentence where the first verb happens to be aller. So if you take aller and you add the infinitive of your action, that indicates that something is going to happen. This is not the same thing as the futur simple, which we are going to talk about now. The futur simple is used to describe what will happen. This will happen. That is our future tense. The formation of the futur simple is simple, and we are going to talk about the regular futur simple in this video. In a later video, we will talk about the irregulars. To form the regular futur simple, you are going to start with the infinitive. Remember that this is the form of the verb that still has the ER, IR, or RE on it. Then, if there is an E at the end, so for example, if it has an RE ending, you're going to take off the E. And then you are going to add the endings for the futur simple. There is only one set of endings for the futur simple, and you may find them familiar because they are very similar to the present tense of the verb avoir. The ending for je is a, tu is a, il, elle, yel, on is a, nous is on, vous is a, il, elle, yel, pluriel is on. So again, many of the forms are the present tense of the verb avoir. The exceptions are the nous and vous. So let's take some examples. I will listen. J'écouterai. The verb for to listen is écouter. I use the entire infinitive. I don't take anything off. And then I add ai, which is the ending, and I get j'écouterai. She will choose. Elle choisira. The verb for to choose, choisir, take the entire thing, then add the L ending, which is a. We will read. Nous lirons. Now, lire ends in RE. The verb is lire. But because it ends in an E, I'm going to take the E off. And then I'm going to start with, again, the entire thing, absent the E, before I put my ending. Nous lirons. The students will have fun. Les étudiants s'amuseront. Again, s'amuser, remember that this se is always going to match your subject. So if I were doing je, it would be me, and tu would be te, but les étudiants is se. And then I take amuser, the entire thing. I don't take anything off, and I add the il pluriel ending. So it is les étudiants s'amuseront. The biggest thing to remember when creating the futur simple in French is that it is only one word. In English, we use I will listen. We use a helping verb. The helping verb is will. The action is listen. But it's two words that expresses the future tense in English. In French, it is only one word. We don't use a separate word for will. We take the word for listen, and then we add the future ending, and it is one word. The same thing with all of these examples. You will notice that the verb part is only one word. So you are not going to translate will separately. You are going to look at the main action, what will happen, and then you are going to take that verb and add your ending. There is no separate helping verb in French for the will form to say that something will happen. I hope this is helpful, and we will continue with irregular verbs in a future video.